Music nerds, what is up? I am Ruben Dominguez. Yes, it is season 2 of The Drop. So you're probably saying to yourself, that's not Cactus music. Where's Quinn Bishop? Well, Quinn is still taking care of some business. He is on the road doing important record store type things. He returns next week. We will have a ton of new music. We're going to have like 2 weeks of stuff to get you guys caught up on releases. And of course, you know, talking a lot of vinyl. So shout out to my dear friend Jeff Davis for co-hosting with me last week. And a happy birthday to him too, the president of the 43rd. So anyway, you guys hit the share button or tell your friends, call the neighbors, do something, you know, bring some folks to the party here. I will try to monitor some questions or posts or whatever you guys can do on your end. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about it's a mixed bag. It's truly a mixed bag of stuff. But here's the deal. First, we're going to start off with music that I have bought that I haven't even opened because, like everybody else, I just stream stuff when I want to hear it on you know, Apple Music, whatever. So I guess eventually I have to open this stuff up. So we're going to start with a CD. How about this? And you guys probably are not going to see this one coming. This is Bee Gees' greatest hits. If you don't know about the Bee Gees, you probably should find out about the Bee Gees. Everything from a jive talking, Night Fever, Tragedy, You Should Be Dancing, If I Can't Have You. I mean, legit. And, you know, a lot of people only know them from like Saturday Night Fever. The early material is incredible. So BG stands for the Brothers Gibb, and, you know, Barry Gibb and the Boys. Andy Gibb was not in the Bee Gees. I was listening to somebody talk about this on Volume the other day, and a caller could not believe that Andy Gibb was not in the Bee Gees. He was a younger Bee Gee. Angela, she loves the Bee Gees. I love the Bee Gees. Come on, man. Thank you for that comment. Yeah, just incredible, you know, incredible songwriters. They had just this unmistakable, unique signature. Alice, hello, my friend. What's up, my little homie? Thanks for tuning in. They had this incredible, almost like 3-part falsetto-ish harmony that was just, you knew it was them. You know it's them when you hear it. Incredible stuff. So anyway, shout out to the Bee Gees. I think Barry's the only one that's left alive, I believe. Oh, yeah. So Alice points out the Bee Gees cover album. That was a record store day exclusive. And the vinyl sold out like in the blink of an eye. I couldn't even get a copy. If they re-released that, I want it. Also, note Foo Fighters fan, the Taylor Hawkins tribute concert. They're doing one in London. They're doing one in LA. That's coming up, I believe, at the end of this month or early next month. So hopefully that gets streamed. If you don't know about this, look it up. The lineup is incredible. All right, let's get to it. So this is another recent purchase. Still unwrapped. Guys, Miss Phoebe Bridgers. And I have said this before. I am very late to the Phoebe Bridgers party. I had a dear friend who could not say enough good things about her. Then finally started listening to her. Kyoto's on here. Chinese Satellite, Punisher. So this is more of a kind of like a EP, I guess, because it's just got the 4 tracks. But brilliant. So Phoebe Bridgers and Rob Moose is what's on here. Copycat Killer, limited edition. This is on Mountain Blast vinyl. So I guess I have to open it up. Wonderful voice, very much songwriter and vocalist of the moment. I think you dig it. It's super chill, but very. She has an intense lyrical style. She also, if you have Sirius Satellite, she hosts a show. I'm pretty sure it's on Volume 106. It's called Saddest Factory Radio. Saddest Factory. Anyway, there you go. More vinyl that has not been opened, people. God. there are some not so perfect songs on here, but there's some incredible music on here. Miss Casey Musgraves. Big record for her, big year for her last year and moving into this year. Starcrossed. I don't love the title track, but there is incredible music in here. She has just this voice that's amazing. She is a star, like a star. And again, good material here. This is the limited edition Orange Crush vinyl. Comes with the collectible poster and collectible sleeve. Miss Casey Musgraves. So get that. Listen to Camera Roll. Love that one. All right, and more vinyl. I've got a couple more. Not opened, but man, this guy's on fire right now. He just announced a Houston date not too long ago. This is Mr. Jack White. Fear of the Dawn. Blazing album. You know, just an incredible singer, incredible songwriter, incredible guitar player. You know, the guy can do no wrong. Obviously, Third Man Records CEO and champion of everything vinyl across the universe. I highly recommend it. If you don't have it, get it. You know, I think maybe some folks, for maybe the blink of an eye when White Stripes was no more, thought that maybe that was the end of Jack. I don't know. But he is in his second act, and what an incredible act it is. The man, the big boss man, we've got more colored vinyl coming up. Again, I have not opened this, but it's a really good record. Any electric guitar player worth their salt needs to own some Billy Gibbons, whether it be ZZ Top or his solo material, and this is what you're getting right here. It's just greasy, hairy barroom blues. The Big Bad Blues is the name of the album, and this one's also indie exclusive on Hot Rod vinyl, and includes the MP3 download card. So if you only know the ZZ stuff, put a little Billy Gibbons in your life. All right, now what we're going to do is we're just going to start jumping around, and it's just going to be nonsense from here on out. This is an album that I bought for the song that everybody knows. But it's a very interesting album. He is a very interesting artist. He's now, you know, the stuff of legend, I guess, or myth. This is Mr. Jim Carroll. And of course, the song, you know, People Who Died is what everybody knows him for. Most people, the casual listener, know him for. But really good stuff. Very, I'm not going to call it post-punk because punk was still punk at the time that this came out. I think maybe post-punk. We can go post-punk with this. Super tight band: Brian Lindsley, Steve Lindsley, Terrell Wynn, Wayne Woods, Jim Carroll on vocals. Catholic Boy by him. Interesting artist, interesting record, interesting lyrics. Check it out. You might decide that you like that a whole bunch. All right, so here's a very weird selection, but a friend of mine gave me this album the other day. He goes, "Man, do you want this?" I'm gonna take it to Goodwill. And I said, "Do not do that." Because I want it. This is an artist, and she was a thing in the early MTV days. Kicked around for a little while after that. I'm not quite sure how many albums she had put out. This is not the big hit album, but this is Miss Kim Carnes, and I love her voice. You know, it's just one of those. It's one of those things. It just reminds me of you know. It's just very 80s. You know, it just takes me back to that time. Again, none of unless I'm wrong, and I'm reading through all these, none of the big, none of her handful of hits are on here. So anyway, that's just an odd album, and I've got odd albums in my collection. So this next album, and God, sorry, I screwed this up because this is also one that I bought and never opened because I've heard the music. Anyway, but from Houston, Texas, and a band that influenced so many bands. Luckily, Mr. Jello Biafra of the Dead Kennedys fame and Alternative Tentacles remastered this album. It's their first LP, as we used to call it in the other day. The album's called Teaching You the Fear. This is really red. I mean, I can't say enough about how important this band is and how many people were influenced by them. It's just one of those deals where you just have to go listen to it, and you know, kind of make the decisions for yourself. Yeah, super duper important. I actually know some of the guys on here. God, I've forgotten. This really takes me back. But yeah, shout out, Houston, HTown, really red. Get some, find out, look them up, listen to them. If you like a little punk in your rock, highly suggest it. Okay, very 80s as well. Pet Shop Boys. Good stuff on here. One More Dance. What Have I Done to Deserve This? It Couldn't Happen Here. It's a Sin. Another band. I think they probably don't get the credit, you know, that they should. I think some folks may have considered them kind of a novelty act for a little while, but very important band. Just, you know, everybody I know likes them. Like, I don't know anybody that doesn't like the Pet Shop Boys. They may say they don't like the Pet Shop Boys, but deep down you like the Pet Shop Boys. Maybe you don't think it's cool to say that, but there it is. All right, moving through here. And this is going to be a little shorter show. Obviously, Quinn returns next week. Alice says, I need a record player. Yes, you do, Alice. You definitely do. For all you jazz fusion lovers out there, and I know that there are some of them. I hope there's some of them watching. But anyway, Return to Forever. So this was kind of when like rock guitar attitude entered the jazz improvisational and progressive world. Mr. Chick Corea on keys, Mr. Stanley Clarke on bass, Lenny White on drums, and Mr. Al Di Meola on guitar. And that, my friends, is a lineup. Again, it's fusion-y, kind of proggy a little bit, I think. It's really good stuff. It's different than if you've never heard any fusion, this kind of stuff. It takes a little bit of time to tune your ear to it, but it's good to have some of that in your collection. You know, you should have a little Mahavishnu orchestra, maybe a little Weather Report in there. Sorry, getting a little parched here. All right, let's see how we're doing on time. All right, we're doing good on time. Probably gonna roll for like another 5 minutes or so. All right, so this is a concert, very famous concert that was held. It says here from the Muse Concerts for a Non-Nuclear Future, Madison Square Garden, September 19th through the 23rd. So obviously they did 4 nights, 1979. This is No Nukes. And there are a lot of big moments on this record. And if I'm not 100, if I am not mistaken, Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band, although it's not on this album, there was a song that MTV played the video of them performing at this concert. And, this is before Born in the USA and all that stuff. The song was Rosalita. So if you've ever seen that video, this is the concert that it's from. And I believe they just released that whole E Street concert. I think you can get that. But on here, you've got Doobie Brothers, Jackson Browne, Crosby, Stills and Nash, James Taylor, Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band, Carly Simon, Graham Nash, Bonnie Raitt, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Radio. No, that's not ringing a bell. Nicolette Larson, Poco, Chaka Khan, Jesse, Colin Young, Ry Cooder, John Hall, Gil Scott Heron, and Sweet Honey in the Rock. Not sure what that is. Anyway, so this is definitely one you guys, if you're more into the classic rock vibe, if you don't have that in your collection, you might want to get that one. Some Trans-Siberian, Mark Archuleta, some Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Okay. I had Alfonso says best Pet Shop Boys. Okay, thank you for that. I will tell you, going back to Trans-Siberian Orchestra, that a buddy of mine, and yes, okay, yeah. Now you're just going, you're getting super proggy on me now. Yes was the first concert that I ever saw in 1978. I was like, I don't know. I don't think I was old enough to be there, but whatever. In the Round. That's back when like rock stars wore capes, like sequenced capes. Rick Wakeman. I've talked about this on the drop before, and he did, everybody got a solo. It was a revolving stage, and he had keyboards facing him, and he did the guitar solo. He did the keyboard solo like that, spotlight, sequence cape. It was crazy. It was nutty. All right, let's see what else we got here. All right, we're gonna finish off. This is not their most famous album by any stretch of the imagination, and the hardcore fans might not, kind of name check this one as the one that they love. But if you're a guitar player, you should have some of this band somewhere, literally somewhere in your record collection. All right, and that would be UFO. They were never huge in the US, but Michael Schenker, guitarist, and talk about somebody that influenced a million people, that when they picked up a guitar, this guy, he's just got his own signature kind of sound, he's just got his own way of channeling that bluesy rock metal thing, hard rock, almost metal thing. But yeah, so the album is Obsession, UFO, really good stuff. And this was another album that the same guy that gave me the Kim Carnes album, he goes, man, do you want this? I don't want this. I'm like, how do you not want this? I don't understand what happens in your world when you don't want to have, you don't want to have UFO in your life. It's kind of weird to me. All right, I'm going to start wrapping it up here because, like I said, Quinn is back next week. We will be back at Cactus Music. We're going to be talking about some new releases. We're eventually going to get to staff picks because the staff at Cactus Music, if you've never been there, is super knowledgeable. Everybody's got kind of like their own interesting vibe. Everybody can go deeper than probably you would want to go into particular genres of music. Literally, it's everybody there is like a walking library of cool stuff and cool music. And if you want vinyl, they got it. If you want box sets, they got it. If you want T-shirts, they got it. Anything rock and roll, country, hip hop, classic, new wave, industrial, experimental music, and everything else that's kind of adjacent to that, they've got it. It's a cool place, legendary place. It's a little hard to get to because of all the construction, but support your local record stores. I think there's a a fall record store day. I'm not 100% sure. Quinn knows those things. I do not. All right, guys, I'm going to jump off. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the comments. And hopefully you guys have a wonderful slide on into the weekend. And I will see you guys next Thursday. Quinn will be back. We'll be live at Cactus Music. This is The Drop. We'll see you. Bye.